Hello everyone and welcome to Redona Designs. In this video, I'm going to take you through a step-by-step process where we're going to design a very simple storage compartment which is cylindrical and it has a lid which you can fasten it. So join me as we're going to learn some few things in Solidworks. So we're going to open a new part and then go to the top plane and start a sketch. Go to the circle tool. Let's make a circle and dimension it 30 millimeters. And then we're going to use extruded boss. I'm going to extrude it for 60 millimeters. Click OK. And then we're going to go to the reference geometry tab. Select a plane. We're going to make a plane with the topmost part of the cylinder that we just created 10 millimeters. Flip the offset and then click OK. So the next step is using this plane to split the cylinder into two parts, the lid and the base compartment. So we're going to use the split feature. Let's go to the command tab, start typing split, and the trim tool is going to be the plane that we just created, and then just click on cut part and then check the two parts that have been created, and without doing any other thing click OK. So as you can see, we have now two solids. So from here you're going to select the lower solid, right click and then isolate. I'm going to select the top part of the solid, start a sketch, have a circle, and we're going to dimension this circle 23 millimeters. So the reason why I've taken 23 millimeters, we are going to use a thread of M24, metric 24, and the drill size for the metric 24 is 22 millimeters. However, we want some allowance for the threads, for the top and the bottom part to fit. So that's why I've taken 23 millimeters. So we're going to use this circle and extrude cut it. But for direction 1, we're going to say offset from surface, and the surface that we're going to offset from is this lower surface. Then we're going to offset it 2 millimeters from that surface, and then click OK. So from here we're going to take this top edge and we're going to chamfer it. We're going to give it a chamfer of 0.5 millimeters. And click OK. So the next part, we're going to make some threads, the M24 threads that we talked about. Go to the whole wizard and then select thread from the drop down menu. So for the first selection, we're going to take that edge, the one at the bottom of the chamfer, and then where we want it to start from, we're going to take the top part of the cylinder. So after that, we are going to click on offset because we want the thread to cut all through the cylinder from the top, and then let's just put 10 millimeters and then offset it, so we want it to cut from the top. And then end condition of the thread here, we're going to give it 18 millimeters, and then we're going to use the metric tap. So for the hole we're going to use the tap, and for the plug we're going to use the die. So the size, we'll use M24 by 2 millimeters. And then on the thread option you can say trim with the start face. Then we click OK. And as simple as that, we've created some threads. We've cut some threads onto which we can fasten the lid onto. So we exit the isolate, and then now we select the top lid and then isolate it. So from here we're going to take that face, and then we're going to make a circle of 24 millimeters diameter. That's 24 millimeters. Then we're going to use the boss extrude and extrude it 10 millimeters. Click OK. So we're going to do the same thing where we're going to make the threads, but now on this plug that we just extruded. So we use the chamfer. So if you have a chamfer, it aids into the entry of the threads. It also helps in self-aligning. So as usual, 0.5 millimeters. That's enough. And now we go to the drop down menu under the hole wizard, select on thread, then we're going to select the bottom part of the chamfer as we did before, and then for the start face, select the topmost part, and then we have an offset of 10 millimeters. Change the direction, and then for the end condition you're going to use up to selection, and that will be this face here. And then we're going to change, since this one is a plug, we're going to use a metric die. Ensure it's still cut thread. And then we can trim with the end face and the start face, so that we have a neat model right there. So after that we click on OK, and if we exit our sketch, you can see we have our container. And if we have a section view using the right plane, you can see that we've made a very good cylinder which has a lid and a base. So all that remains is giving the top lid some friction surface where you can use it to screw it in or out. So we can isolate the top lid First of all, we give it an aesthetic chamfer. This time around, make sure the chamfer is 1 millimeter. Click on OK, and then we're going to use the top face of that lid. Start a sketch on it. Select the circle tool, make a circle and dimension it 2 millimeters. Then we're going to take this circle, the center point, and make it coincident with the outermost circle, rather edge. And then take the center point of the circle also and the origin point and ensure they're vertical. So after that, we're going to use this circle that we've just created to extrude a cut. We're going to go all through, create that groove, and then we can use now the feature that we've just created and propagate it all around this cylinder using the circular pattern. So select the cylindrical surface and give it 24 instances and click on OK. So if we exit the isolate, you can see you have a good cylinder here, and the beauty is that you can even chamfer this lower part first for consistency and also just aesthetics. 1 millimeter is enough. And yeah, just with that, we have already finished modeling our cylindrical part. So if we hide everything else, you can see you have a very good cylindrical part which has threads. You can use it as a storage box. You can use it to pack some few things if you have some spices. Yeah, and you can use this technique to do a variety of things. The only thing you need to change now is just the size of the plug and the size of the hole, and then you can match it accordingly to the various standards that you can see in the hole wizard. So yeah, so if the other thing is that this thing is also very customizable in terms of length. So let's say, for example, if you need a larger cylinder or you need more volume inside, you can just select on the extruded boss and then change its height from 60 millimeters that we created to around 100 millimeters. Click on OK, and then if you rebuild it, yeah, you can see you have a very resilient model. Give you a larger cylinder, larger storage box, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll appreciate your support. Thank you for joining me, and see you next time in the next video, and I hope you've learned something. Cheers.